Greetings. This is Yeshua Ben Joseph, the Son of God. I use this title, Son of God, as it is a title bestowed upon me by the Almighty after my ascension from the being that you might know as Jesus Christ. This is a title given to beings that have completed an ascension within a physical body and successfully achieved the transition into a light body while still in the physical body. The title is decided upon after the completion of your ascension, and you are within your light body, and you complete your review, if you will, of your life that you have just completed on the earth plane, as I did almost 2,000 years ago. The Ben Joseph title was also gained during my incarnation, and this means simply the son of Joseph, who was my father within the physical during my incarnation as Jesus Christ. So when I introduce myself as Yeshua Ben Joseph, the Son of God, that is all that means. It is not my intention to have you worship me in any way. I am just like you, a human, but now I am in my light body, which you will be eventually once you have ascended into that form, if you will, as a light being. I am so glad to be here with you today, and I welcome you into this forum. This is a very new experience for me and my beloved Mary Magdalene, who is beside me for this transmission to the many. We are pleased to be here with you to help you to understand where it is we come from and how we are here at this time and why we are here at this time to give you these messages. You see, your earth plane has gone through many shifts and many changes since my being on your earth plane almost 2,000 years ago. So it is a vast change, if you will, from when we were on the earth plane. So many changes have happened, many new beginnings have taken place, but there is also a darkness that has descended, or that descended a while back upon your earth plane. And this was prior to even my coming into your plane of existence, if you will, as the incarnation of Jesus Christ. So while this was happening in the background, plans were being made to shift your earth plane out of this devolution, if you will, into a darker time. And so over the course of time and many eons, these shifts have been taking place within your earth plane to bring her back, if you will, on course, so that she is on the right trajectory for her own evolution. Because you see, the earth plane is a living being as well, just like you and me. Just her living being, or her energy, is a very expansive energy. But she feels just like you and I, and she has experiences just like you and I. It's just that her body is a very expansive body, and you happen to be living upon her planes as a population, as a collective. And so if you can imagine a dog or a cat carrying an insect or a flea upon its back, this is what you are upon the earth plane. You are traveling with her wherever she goes. And so she was going in the wrong direction, and so we had to course correct to ensure that she was on the highest timeline, if you will, for her transformation as well, as she moved within her path into the light. Mary and myself have very different roles, if you will, within this ascension of your earth plane. I am here to assist the children and to assist as many beings as I can to connect them to their higher self energies. I have many teams working with me, and one of those beings is Raquel, who is on the ground, if you will, helping even one soul at a time to connect to their higher self, as this is very important, as many of you have been severed from those energies because of that inversion or devolution, if you will, that has taken place on the earth plane. And so, as we realign beings to their connection to their higher self, this collective of your population is aligning themselves within the correct trajectory that your earth plane is now on. So, the more people that connect to their higher self, the better it is for you to be on those corrected, accurate, higher timelines. It could get a bit technical, if you will, in how to connect to your higher self, as many of you do not even know that you were severed from these energies. And so Raquel has many paths, if you will, on how you can go about aligning yourself to these energies. She has a course that she offers on her website, and she is working with her guides in order to bring this to you. She has helped write 2 books, one with myself and one with a group that you might know as the Collective of Three. These are her guides. And so there are many avenues within which she is presenting this information to you. So I would encourage each and every one of you to partake in this guidance so that you make a correct connection to your higher self, and that you are on the right path moving forward as your planet is moving forward. I will now allow for my beloved to speak to you as well. Greetings. It is I, Mary Magdalene. I am so pleased to be here with you today. I have spoken to many within this channel, as Raquel has entitled it, the Speaker Series. So if you wish to go back to those messages, you will see that I have spoken to you about many of these things as it relates to your ascension and my work specifically, and what it is I do in relation to your ascension. I work with timelines, and so, as Yeshua has said, it is important to be aligned within this higher timeline, if you will, of your earth plane. And so, as corrections are made within your own energies as you connect to the highest timeline through your higher self, I see this from a higher level as these collectives, if you will, come together and align themselves to the highest timeline. And so the more people that we have aligning to these timelines, the more accurate it is that we are moving forward. If you can imagine a ball, if you will, that's attached to a number of strings being pulled in one direction towards the light, and there are many others that are being pulled into various other directions, if you will. And so, if you can imagine perhaps a group whose beliefs are not in alignment with the Creator and those that are being guided towards the light, these energies are pulling you in the opposite direction. And so you are, in a way, not in alignment, but you are directing Gaia and or the Earth planet and the collective that want to or wish to go in the correct alignment away from that light. And so there is nothing wrong with that. However, it will just take a longer period of time for you as an individual and for the collective to get onto this corrected timeline. We feel there is an urgency to do this at this time because you are in a unique situation, because your earth plane is traversing through a very vibrant environment, if you will, which is known as the Photon Belt. And this vibrant atmosphere or environment is time sensitive, and this window will be opened till about your year 2060 or 2065. So we are hopeful to get as many people aligned and awakened to this higher guidance, if you will, and course correct so that you are in alignment with your higher energies and connected to your higher self, so that you may all traverse these higher timelines while these energies that are bathing your earth plane at this time, which is the highest energy being received from the Creator as a result of being within the activation or within the field of the photon belt. So I encourage you to tune into your heart, tune into your higher self, make those alignments, make those corrections, and allow for yourself to see the light, to see the truth of what is taking place within your world, and allow for your heart to guide you through this process and make those choices so that you are in alignment with your highest light, with your oversoul. It does not matter if you have been in the devolution or within the field of darkness, shall we say, and that you have been on the wrong track. Allow for all of those to fall away, as there is forgiveness within the Creator's heart for all of the actions that you might have done in the past. Allow for all of this to fall away. Tune into your heart, meditate, and you will be guided not only by your higher self but by the energies of the Creator as to what it is you must do going forward. So it is my prayer to you today to spend a few moments as you connect to your heart center and ask for guidance so that you may be shown the way to move forward that is the most authentic and accurate for your soul's journey as you move forward. Blessings. If you wish to ask questions, we are here to answer your questions. You may also write to us directly through the website, as we offer one-on-one sessions to anybody that might be interested in speaking to us in private. We thank you. Thank you, Be, Exist, Grow. Thank you for being here. Did you have a question? We will wait for perhaps another minute, and then we will end the session. Thank you for being here. Okay, we have a question from Be, Exist, Grow. I believe I was touched by an angel, guardian, or Mother Mary. It was the purest love I have ever experienced. I simply want to, so thank you. Thank you very much. This is Yeshua. Please know that you are guided as beings of light, as beings of the Creator. So you will experience nudges, if you will, And this is allowing you to know that you are within the light of the Creator, you are protected. Tune into these energies, and you will get more communications, if you will, through your higher self that will be impactful on your day-to-day journey. Create a communication, a direct communication with your higher self. This is like a telephone line, if you will, that is connected directly to the Creator. So this is your direct connection to the Creator. I hope this helps you. Thank you. We have a question from Friendly Ghost. It's based around trying to get a better or more profound answer to culture and how so many are divided by race and religion. What did the original Yeshua look like? Greetings, Friendly Ghost. This is Yeshua. I lived in a place that you might know as Jerusalem or the Middle East. And so my features were of a slightly darker skin, if you will, much like the people that you would find in that region. There are many images, if you will, that is available on your internet. Some of them are accurate, some of them are not. I did wear my hair slightly long up to my shoulders. I had a very long pointed nose, so that might be accurate to some of the images that you see. As far as your division between race and religion, this is a very elaborate question, but I will try to answer it as best as I can. The beings on your earth plane have unfortunately not been told the truth about many things. And so there are many divisions that are manufactured, shall we say. And as these manufactured truths are believed in a way within your own reality or perhaps your culture or your family, they become your practice and your belief system. And so over time, that becomes, if you will, set in stone. And so that false belief, that false system becomes the only way that you or your family has known the truth. And so your heart, in a way, has been disconnected from the truth. And so that is where the division happens, because your heart believes something, but what you see in your reality is not the truth. So this is why I ask you to connect to your higher self, as this is the absolute, the authentic truth that is connected to the Creator. It is your soul's truth, and it is your experience. It doesn't matter where you were born, whether you were born in Australia, in India, in Canada, in the US, or for that matter, even in Jerusalem at this present day and time. You are all here to have an experience within the reality within which you are born. You have chosen, upon a soul level, to incarnate within the family that you are born to. This was your choice. And so, once you came into the physical, you are, in a way, thrown into a reality that you have to navigate, not only from your physical level, but from a soul level as well. And I say this because when you are in the physical reality, you have to, in a way, connect yourself to your soul's journey to somehow make that connection with yourself on a soul level, to say, okay, I made this plan for myself, so I need to connect back to that energy and find out what my soul's purpose was. There are very few that make this connection because they get caught up in the reality within which they are born. And so they start to live within that false reality, if you will, because they have been disconnected from their higher self. So I ask you to connect to your higher self, go into meditation, go into your heart center, and connect to that higher self, and see how this energy sits with you. And it might come to you as a vision, it might come to you as a voice in your head. These are all various ways within which you are sensitive, so each one is different. And so I hope this helps you. As far as religion is concerned, I would use the same template, because religion was a manufactured belief system, and there are many that associate my life as as it might associate with Christianity. This again is not not the truth. I am just like you. I am a light being. I am working towards the ascension of many beings, and so we are all light workers. We are all light beings. Once you progress from that physical reality, I hope this helps you. Can you elaborate on the most early inhabitants of the Americas? Because some of my Black American friends and family argue heavily over this topic. America as a land belonged to, as you might know them, as the Aboriginal people. And so the original inhabitants of the early settlers, if you will, were removed from the lands, and many new inhabitants came in and claimed those lands for themselves. And this has happened all across your earth plane, not just in America. This has happened in Canada as well. And so that is a very convoluted history that you have in America as to who essentially owns the land. Nobody owns the land. You are there temporarily to live out your existence and move into the higher planes of existence. You are there for the experience as a physical being. And so wherever you are born, that is your environment to experience your incarnation. Is it fair to think that the earliest of indigenous Americans were more directly from Lemuria or Atlantis or Mu? These beings incarnated and they completed their incarnation, if you will. Some of them have returned to try and complete some of their missions, and some of them have decided to go on to other experiences as light beings on other planes of existence, if you will. So, yes, they could be considered as the original indigenous people of America, but they were distributed all over your plane of existence. For example, the people of Mu could be considered from the plains of Australia as well, and some of them were in India. I hope this helps you. Thank you for your questions. We will end today's transmission. It is our hope that we can do this more often, perhaps at 11:11 each day. We hope to return. Blessings to you all. Thank you.